Dive into history. Today, we embark on an exceptional journey, delving into the remarkable life and times of a heroic woman who boldly challenged societal norms and staunchly advocated for women's rights. Her name was Susan B. Anthony. Born on February 15, 1820, in a Quaker household, Susan B. Anthony was deeply influenced by her family's activist ethos. Her determination to fight for the rights of women was imprinted on her from her early years. Let's unravel her life's journey. Anthony was a well-educated woman for her time, which was unusual and noteworthy. She began her career as a teacher and soon plunged into activism, driven by her strong conviction that women deserved equal rights. As we zero in on Anthony's groundbreaking activism, we must remember the era she lived in. A time when women were expected to confine themselves to the home, remain silent, and lack any say in public affairs. Bucking the trends, Anthony became associated with the abolitionist movement, fighting against the heinous practice of slavery. She joined forces with Elizabeth Cady Stanton, another stalwart in the fight for women's rights. Their friendship and collaboration would prove instrumental in propelling the women's suffrage movement forward. Anthony's activism wasn't without its share of criticism and controversy. Many resented her radical views and feared the social change she advocated. In the midst of continual opposition and ridicule, she remained unflinching in her pursuit of justice and equality. Let us delve deeper into her tireless endeavors. In 1866, she became the driving force behind the American Equal Rights Association, an organization devoted to securing equal rights for all, regardless of race or gender. She relentlessly campaigned for the introduction of amendments that would grant women the right to vote. This was a monumental feat in a society that largely ridiculed the idea of women's suffrage. Much of Anthony's adult life was devoted to this cause. She traveled extensively, delivering speeches that inspired thousands, raising awareness about the plight of women and pushing for legislative changes. However, it wasn't until 14 years after her death, in 1920, that women were finally awarded the right to vote with the ratification of the 19th Amendment. Despite the numerous obstacles and hardships she faced, Anthony's determination never wavered. Her contributions are immeasurable, the echoes of her impact still resonating in our society today. Susan B. Anthony's unwavering commitment to justice and gender equality left an indelible mark on the fabric of American history. She was arrested once, in 1872, for daring to vote in the presidential election. But Anthony was unfazed. She used her trial as a platform to draw attention to the suffrage cause, transforming a personal setback into a public spectacle for women's rights. The essence of Susan B. Anthony's life and achievements cannot be confined to a brief narrative. Her life story is a testament to the power of resilience, determination, and unwavering conviction. Her work was her life, and her life was her message. Each chapter of her story is punctuated with acts of courage and an unwavering commitment to the cause. She challenged the status quo, broke down barriers, and provided a voice for those who had none. Susan B. Anthony was indeed a beacon of hope, an icon of resistance, and a champion of women's rights.